popping bean time. Got my pile of warm paper towels. Just use faucet water. Won't hurt it. Actually does good. Foreign appear any bacteria. Seeds don't need any special treatment. So I'm gonna go right through them. It's gonna be a long video, but same old process over and over again. Paper towel method, we can always say it's foolproof. I just put them on a heat pad, which I'll show later. It's sitting in a shoebox. So I just take the paper towels, fold them like this, one little single thing. Put this down here like this, so we make some room. Alrighty then. Let's see. What do I do? Gorilla Glue first. Try not to touch the seeds. If I do, very short. Sometimes can't help it. Space them out as much as you can. It's easy when you do two. Just kind of give them equal room. Fold this on top. Brace the moisture barrier. Activation lightly. Make sure they get a towel. And now I gotta find the bag I want. It's Gorilla Glue. Slide it in the bag. It's that simple. Done deal. Next one. I do a couple things. I use a notepad, and then I write how many seeds I put on a towel, so I know and ahead of time what I'm looking for as far as pot count, you know, what I'm gonna need. So I keep track of that. Let's do Gorilla Glue. Let's do some of my big berries. This is actually a new mix. I'm calling it probably gonna be an EF6. Couple of these beans here. Let's do 5. Write this down. 5. Fold this over, lightly tap. Let's get the seeds a little saturated to kick it in. Grab the bag. Find my marker. Yeah, I lost my marker. There it is. there. Try to keep them flat. Moving on to the next one. Spread them out. Try to make sure they have over an inch apart from each other. Roots grow very fast. It's a little harder to get them apart. The trick is on that, really just no big trick, is to saturate it. When you soak them in water or spray them in water, they tend to come apart a lot easier. So this is my snow train, which is my snow goddess, and my Arctic train mix I did. So that was 6. Like I said, I'm writing it down on paper. How many of each one? Alright, now next up we got Sweet Confidential. I'll do 4 of these. I'll do 3. I'm just going to do 3. I don't want to do too many. I don't have any of those left. Space them out. So I want the paper towels damp but not dripping. Make sure they don't dry up. Your only failure to this method is if your paper towels dry up. That's your only failure you can make. Other than that, never in my life I've had problems doing it this way. If something didn't root, it was definitely a bad seed, and I'm talking all kinds of vegetables. Every seed that I've dealt with, I've done this way, and I've never in my life had a problem. I've done it many of other ways. A lot of just conspiracy theories and stuff with different companies on how their seeds pop. I mean, if your seeds take special needs, then they're garbage. I've done, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's tomato plants, cucumbers, peppers, watermelon, every freaking seed. Cannabis, I've done shit, more strains than I could even imagine. Never had problems. You can always see bad seeds from this method. It's very simple, and just store it in a dark spot. We're going to do some ice right now. No, I guess we're doing 6. Let's try and do 5, but one jumped out. Maybe that's the Omega plant. Different nice sized beans. This is another one. I made. It's actually snow ice. Some pretty good sized beans. Very good medicine. Ice being good for pain and muscles and all that. And I got Snow Goddess being a high CBD plant. So ice and THC I mixed with a male Snow Goddess. And also Trainwreck. You notice I used the Snow Goddess being a real high CBD plant. I mixed it with my what I like to call my medicine strands, which meaning like you have high qualities for that, like Trainwreck, ice, THC. So that ice, already 6. Time for the EF6. EF6 is a new strand that I made. It's actually an Afghan Kush that I got up in the mountains, mixed with High Stepper. So my AK is very, 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 very pure. I like to say is unmolested. My EF5 was very potent. So looking forward to a new generation EF6, which is High Stepper. Difference is EF5, EF6, they both use the Kush, just they use different females, which the female for this one is High Stepper. Four of those massive beans, very dark. And next up, the original High Stepper. Yes, sir. Those of you that were local and have had the chance to go for a ride on that one, you know it's very powerful. It's been around. I've had it for a couple of years now, a few years, I'd say. I will be sneaking off the cam with these. I'll be flowering. I've got another mix I got to do. Breeding these, I should say. These, a couple of them are going to definitely, all 4 of them are going to end up being flowered, but I will be impregnating off the side, off the camera, a Kohler too. Next up is a mixture of THC and Snow Goddess. THC had a massive trichome production as well as Snow Goddess, so the two together is pretty wicked. Damn near creates a plant that just looks like it's been sprayed with sugar. Next up is White Widow and Blueberry. Just put that there. Got plenty of these seeds, as you can see. I have more from a different batch. If you're a semi-serious grower, I would suggest, if you can afford it, one of your runs, get a male plant and create some seeds to get away from all these rip-off artists, seed breeders, they call themselves. You know, charging, what did I see the other day? It was 10 seeds for $100, some shit like that. I mean, these guys are such rip-off artists, not even funny. So I would suggest doing a little bit of research, getting into making your own seeds. You know, buy a regular strand and then something you really like, and find a male and just let it impregnate, let it pollinate your female or females. You will not be disappointed. For one plant, you can get close to 2,000 seeds. So can easily become a rip-off artist yourself, and actually don't be a rip-off artist, be true, and make some good seeds from some regular seeds that you get and sell them for like $1 a seed, where they should be. All these assholes out here on YouTube and everywhere else playing the seed game. You know, it's a shame that they're actually growers too, and they kiss ass and hype up these rip-off artist seed companies. All of them, breeders out there. You know, because if you halfway know what you're doing, can get 1,500 seeds. We won't even talk 2,000 seeds per plant. Let's say 1,500 seeds. You sell them for $1 a piece. That's $1,500. That's more than what a pound goes by far. So even if you sold them for $1 a piece, that'd be, you know, say 1,500 to 2,000 per plant of seeds. And you can still process the plant for extractions, shatter, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to make. And on top of that, have the beans to sell, so you're double dipping. That'd be the way to go. It's where the money's at. So until all of our growers get common sense and stop feeding these companies $5–10 per bean, y'all gonna keep getting ripped off. Now you may sit there and go, well, you ordered some seeds. Yeah, I did. I ordered a couple. If you see, I usually order like 5 or something I'm interested in. And then if you notice, all of a sudden, I get bags and bags and bags and bags of seeds because I will breed them. So yes, I do have to pay the overpriced ripoff artist, pay for some of them to get started, but at the end, for the 3 to 5 seeds that I buy, I end up with 1,000 or so. So that's my investment. Now that makes sense, but you know, unfortunately, these breeder ripoff artists know most people do not pollinate their plants and breed, so they just take advantage of you guys when it should be about $1 or so a seed. You know, they're still banking on the error where you can go to prison forever, which some states you can, but you got to look at it this way, you know, then why ain't you going where it's legal? Because the prices should be way down now, because you can legally do that in a lot of different states now. So they're holding that crutch very quietly, which was dictating the price point back in the day, which I agreed with, because you know, there was a lot of it was all black market back then, homegrown, a lot of high risk that dictated the prices. But see, now they're just kind of hush hush, trying to keep it, sell as much as they can before the common grower gets common sense and say, hey, why are we still paying these ungodly high prices when it's legal to, and even in Canada where it's legal to actually breed and create seeds now. So I have no remorse for the idiots that want to use the excuse it's still illegal where I'm at. Well, that's your goddamn fault. You can easily move where it's legal now. There's many other people have already done it, sacrificed to be able to grow without looking over their shoulder. Yeah, sorry about the rant about the seeds. It's just one of those things. If there's anything in cannabis that's way out of line, it's definitely beans. Now this is my last original Snow Goddess from 303 Seeds, the very last bean. Can only hope it pops. It looks very healthy, so hopefully it does pop. This is the very last one, literally, and for the whole process. So, wasn't too hard. Now all I do is, once I get this done here, we will be heading up to the grow room The heat pad in the box that these are all going in should be nice and warmed up. Well, like I said, I just use a regular heat pad for doing, cloning heat pad. I just use that with a shoe box, which is cardboard, on top of the heat pad, and that's it. And I check on them. Right now, I won't do it every day. I'm gonna wait about 2 days. Obviously, I don't have to worry about them drying out that fast. And then I start rotating them as I check them. What I'm checking for is them not to dry out. I'll probably go through that process. I just have to remember when I'm videoing, I forget processes. So there it is there. Let me go upstairs and we'll put them in the box and show you. Alright, here we go. That's my cloning station. It's got a 4-foot fixture, heat pad. Move the heat pad over here, like I explained. Heat pad is warm. Box is warm. It'll be very nice. That will make the moistures where I need them. And this is all I do. And then I'll have to rotate the ones on the bottom. You can see the humidity that's in the bags already. So the heat pad will amplify that. And there we go. I guarantee you, within 3 to 5 days, there's going to be a lot of roots. So that's it. Simple as that. No timers, nothing. Keep them in a dark, warm spot. This little heat pad, all the domes, all the cloning. We're doing a lot of that. This run here. So appreciate y'all stopping by. I'm going.